on the dual-threat Lamar Jackson. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bisons and the Panthers, and it's coming up next.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Bisons of Columbus taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they enter play here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they... Happy Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the 12th-year pro seeking a return to Pro Bowl form, Russell Wilson.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the 1st. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Now Wilson. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This from 36 yards out. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
That's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly or behind closed doors. He probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Handoff now for Pacheco. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week. 18 carries, 63 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Alec Ingold, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bisons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And this will be a touchback. Marios deciding not to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wild card spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it.
He'll get this one to Cup, complete. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. Deep to return is Darius Davis.
This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Jackson.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Now a toss left for Pacheco.
They juked him. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
The end result, 21 yards.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kalijah Kancey in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
First kick 47. This one looks good as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down, and then some.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Play action. Now Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. He'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And that is no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the
Play action. Now Wilson. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go for the goalpost. So.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Lamb.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Jackson will throw again.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Jackson.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. To throw is Jackson.
That one caught by Rice.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here's Jackson.
Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Piñeiro now to add the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And Columbus first down.
This is Pacheco. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. They throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be caught by Rice. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. To throw again is Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hands, you're supposed to hold it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass through a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to ground. Well, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And look, they got it, good for them, but they were within his range. I know that would have been a long field goal. I'm kind of surprised he didn't kick it, though.
I guess what he's going to have to do is frame it as, I just had so much confidence in the offense there, that's why I went for it. It's not me saying...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bisons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Barrios now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into a proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. A first down carry for Barkley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in everyone to this Christmas Eve edition of the EA Sports.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brought down by DJ Johnson. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at their 49-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 33 yards that time. Jackson now. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bisons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. 3rd down and 13.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here for Davis. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
At the 40-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up the blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
And the Columbus first down.
Now it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Third quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 32 yards. And the Bisons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Carolina offense about ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. Barkley, inside handoff to about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wilson going up top for Kupp. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And we're back now in Charlotte. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Pacheco gets it again on 2nd down.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Here's Pacheco.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And a Columbus 1st down.
A handoff now for Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Jackson fighting to stay upright. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's still on his feet. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now they try with Pacheco.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Jackson.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Throwing is Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
from 10 yards out.
And the Bisons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember, it's 7 teams in each conference now making the playoffs. So that brings more important games to the end of the season. So, in theory, more teams alive for a postseason berth later in the year.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson.
A quick pass to Cup.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Wilson. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. Second down and 8.
At the 49-yard line.
I think this is a free play for Wilson. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who was shaken up on that last play. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw again is Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Again, it's Pacheco. 119 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just...
1.